Advise me to give up every hope? In your position, I would say yes.
In a peaceful town where nothing ever happens.
Is he a man or a monster?
Both. In a peaceful town where nothing ever happens. In a peaceful town where nothing ever happens. Now that I realize the truth, it means nothing to me.
No, Chief, no, I haven't been drinking, no, sir.
In a peaceful town where nothing ever happens.
I saw those bodies. Whoever mutilated them has a very special problem.
In a peaceful town where nothing ever happens.
Here we go with that last minute vibes, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Ain't nothing like some good old Silent Hill lo-fi hip-hop. Am I right, my beautiful bread loaves? You always gotta appreciate the art. It's just, mwah, beautiful. Definitely hits a different kind of vibe. Definitely. It's just like, beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. It is your boy, none other than LoFi-WiFi, the man, the myth, the ghostie that floats around the clouds as he smokes a cigarette while listening to lo-fi hip-hop in his ears with earbuds, and then he floats around the sunset clouds and everything. He goes around different locations, and interacts with different creatures, people, and whatever, and basically I write it down and whatnot, and I do what I please. And what I want you to do, ladies and gentlemen, is to please keep on vibing. Hope everyone's doing very well tonight. It is Friday. TGIF Friday, finally. It's Friday, gonna hit the weekend. Who is excited? I hope everyone has a very fun weekend. But sadly, I'm not going to because I have work. Ugh. Now, I was going to go to a haunted house on Saturday, but sadly, the tickets were all sold out and everything, so that's a shame. But hey, what can you do? It was a Valentine's Day type of thing going on at the haunted house. It was like, romance and, cool, creepy stuff. Hell yeah. And also, hello, Tyler. Hello, Zen. Good to see you. Good to see you, Zen, my boy. Hell to the yes. Good to see all of you. Also, I hope everyone enjoyed the lovely little, the little, YouTube short. I didn't post it yesterday, did I? Was it yesterday? Or it was the day before, I believe. Because I haven't made any new shorts or TikToks yet, but I will during the weekend and everything. But, however, yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed that little sneak peek, and I am excited when my video is done. And I have been making a hell of a lot of progress on making that video, and let's hope I can continue doing that as I video edit. So, tonight, my beautiful bread loaves. To celebrate, the lovely, beating the entire Silent Hill series. Well, not the entirety of it, but beating the main games that everyone plays. On tonight's stream, we're going to be, this is a tier list stream where I make tier lists of games of different scenarios and whatever. And with that, we'll also be doing a Q&A, which Wait, how do I do this? Hold on, I'm trying to figure this out. This is new to me. Ask questions? I guess you can just... I don't know. Oh, interesting. Sorry, this is a new discovery to me. Okay, so I have a thing where it's like it has set up like... Okay. Okay, cool. Bean chilling? Yes, definitely bean chilling. We are bean chilling. Alright, so with that, if you guys have any questions, if with the series, Silent Hill series or anything, or any recommendations of tier lists that I should do, you're more than welcome to obviously put it in the chat, of course. Now, this stream should be kind of quick and everything. I mean, we'll just see. We'll just see how it goes. It's mainly just we're just gonna vibe and just do tier lists and everything. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. And so to start things off with a tier list, I believe as basic as to start off a tier list stream, we obviously got to make a tier list of the games. So, allow me to find one here. Now I didn't make any. I'm just searching just tier lists and everything that's on the website here. Okay, so we got that one. All right, Silent Hill characters. Does it have all the characters in here? Don't worry, you'll see it. You'll see it eventually. I'm just making sure it has everything here. Okay, I think it does have like basically like the main characters of like in the Silent Hill series. Yeah, because we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and fucking do see homecoming characters. Murphy. I love how there's just some random ass ones in here too. Okay, yeah, alright, so that'll work out. Alright. That works. Yeah, because I couldn't find a character tier list when I was searching, but okay, I guess I found it. Good. Now, Silent Hill games. Obviously, I'm always prepared to do a stream. Can't you tell? Ha ha ha. Silent Hill games. Alright, that seems to be... Let me just look again. Look for... Because I know there's more than in the series. Games. That's a silent voice. Why do I care about a silent voice? Please don't cancel me for that, alright? I never said there's nothing wrong with the movie, okay? LoFi-WiFi gets controversial. He hates the movie A Silent Voice. Also, hey comic, how you doing, beautiful? Good to see ya. Uh-oh, Zen clipped me. How dare you? Okay, we can definitely do a box art one. That is for sure. What's this one here? Okay, this one I think should work. And we got box art here. Alright, 3 to start off there. Definitely. Alright. Alright, my bread loaves. As I said, if you have any suggestions for tier lists, or maybe just questions about, if you want to ask me a question about, you know, like, it could be Silent Hill related, and it could not, you know? Whatever it is. Also, just a fair warning, on this tier list website, there's a lot of ads everywhere. Sup, I'm late. What's up, Tyler? How you doing, Tyler? Clippy! Hey, Clippy! How you doing, my dude? Good to see you. Hell yeah. Alright, folks. Now, let me do this here, because I'm not going to be able to see the chat on my monitor here, because I don't have a second monitor. So I'm going to be looking through my phone. I don't want to hear myself. Good. Good to see that you're doing good, Clippy. I'm glad to hear that. Alright, my boys. Alright, bread loaves. Now, don't worry. Don't worry about this asshole, okay? So, here we are. Lo-Fi, I has a question for you. What is your question? Alright, is it showing on my screen? Okay. What is the question, Clippy? Okay, so to start off with the tier list here, we got the Silent Hill games, Silent Hill characters, and box art. First 3 to start off. But Clippy, please ask me a question. Unless you put it in questions. You know what? I'm just gonna end the Q&A because you could just ask me questions on the chat itself, so I have no idea why I have that set up. Look, I'm trying my best, okay? What do you think about pineapple on pizza? Not a fan. Not big on it. I gotta say, I'm not really big on pineapple on pizza. I've tried it before. It doesn't do it for me. Now, I'm not gonna hate on people that like it. If you like it, I mean, good on you, you know? Okay. So, here we are. Silent Hill games here. Rating from S to F. Now, to start things off, we're gonna go by, you know, like the timeline-wise and everything. So we're gonna start off with Silent Hill. And Silent Hill, even though I didn't stream it, I did play it, and I have beaten it. I would have to put it either A or B. It's not S. I have to go on B. And the main, like, which I know, like, people are like, why? No, Silent Hill's, like, S tier. It's like, well, the thing is, the game is a bit dated. It's like, it's PS1 dated, where it's, like, the tank controls are, like, super, super bad and everything. And it just kind of is very, very clunky, where it's, like, it made me rage to play the game at points. But I mean, with like the story, horror aspect wise, and everything, I mean, it's a good Silent Hill, you know. Just the thing is it was like during this time where it's like Konami was like, oh, just copy off like Resident Evil. That's basically how it was back then, and so it's like I see aspects of that, even though it is very like different, like a whole lot. You can definitely still see it on certain parts where I'm just like, I don't know. So, I mean, it's still good. It's a good game. It's just like it's very dated in certain ways and just kind of like, or just kind of, I didn't enjoy it. So, I mean, otherwise, like, I love the characters. I mean, I love the story behind it. I love the horror. I mean, it's a good game. Now, Silent Hill 2, Lo-Fi, do you like Imagine Dragons? Imagine Dragon these nuts on your face. Yeah, I like Imagine Dragons. Silent Hill 2, that has to go on S tier. One of my favorite games of all time. What more do I need to say about Silent Hill 2? Silent Hill 2 is a fucking masterpiece of, like, of not only survival horror, but of, like, games in general. Like the game's perfect. Like, from the soundtrack, I mean, I guess the thing I could say is, like, gameplay is, like, a little lackluster, but it's, like, I kind of like it like that, where it's perfect. So, I mean, in a way, like, it works very, very well. But as I said, music, fucking amazing. The character, story, the symbolism, it's an art house film into a video game, like with David Lynch aspects to it. It's like where it's like they made Silent Hill 1, great game, right? And it's like they just like fucking like went off the wall and became like a super amazing game that people still talk about to this day. It's a perfect game that people still play, and it's getting a remake, so that tells you something. Now, will the remake be good? I mean, we'll just have to see. But yeah, Silent Hill 2, I mean, there's not much more else I could really say. I mean, the game is perfect. Now, Silent Hill 3. Hmm. Now, people, I'm putting that at A. People either people always like Silent Hill fans always have an argument with like 2 and 3 and even sometimes 4 where it's like, oh, 3 is better or 2 is better. To me, I think 2 is better. Now, I'm not saying 3 is bad at all. 3 is still fucking great. But however, it just didn't, like, I love how Silent Hill 3 connected Silent Hill 1 very greatly, and we got to have a glimpse of Harry Mason and everything. And Silent Hill 1 and Silent Hill 3 like connected like very well as a very satisfying sequel. Where Silent Hill 2 was just like its own separate story, Silent Hill 3 continued with Silent Hill 1. And it's really good. However, there is a few creature designs that I'm not a big fan of, and I don't know, just like the story didn't really connect well for me like as much as Silent Hill 2 did. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do like the story of where it goes, and you know, the character Vincent and the Claudia bitch. I mean, they're all very cool and, you know, creepy characters. Just some of the Silent Hill 3 design with the creatures, like, just, I mean, I get, like, I mean, for the most part, like, Lo-Fi, you have brought me luck with getting a tier 4 on the first wave in a locker. Thank you. I did? Holy shit. Wow, I have secret powers. But I mean, yeah, Silent Hill 3, tier 4 are rare. Well, I'm glad for you. And they are the best. Well, I'm glad to help you out, even though I am just sitting here. But Silent Hill 3, I will say, I mean, it's amazing. It's an amazing game, but however, it just didn't like connect well with me like as what Silent Hill 2 did. So I mean, it's on a good rating for me. So yeah, we'll go with that. Now, here is some. Now, here we go to some controversial stuff here. Silent Hill 4. People either. It's definitely not S tier. See, I don't know whether to put it. I'm thinking here. Okay, I'm going to explain myself. I'm going to put this on A. And it's not for the reason because of, like, of the plot and, like, what's the killer's name? Jeez, I can't think of it. Walter Sullivan, Jesus. But yeah, it's not because of, like, I mean, those are the, I mean, that does add to it, but however, when I played Silent Hill 4, and this is one of the Silent Hill games I did not stream, and I was not going to play it again, because, let me tell you, it is a frustrating game to experience at times, where it's like, I wasn't going to go for it. But Silent Hill 4, I mean, it does hit very different. And the reason why I'm putting this on A is not because of, like, the plot and Walter Sullivan, even though it does add up to it. And also, like, the music is, like, fucking fantastic. However, the reason is because it's, like, it has that, and this is, once again, this is, like, all my opinion and everything, so if you don't agree with me, that's fine, because, I mean, whatever, your opinion's your opinion. But Silent Hill 4, it gave me, like, whenever I played it and everything, it gave me that type of PS2 horror game, like, nostalgia, where it's like I felt like a little kid, like, playing PS2 games when I was, like, 10 years old or 8 years old. It gave me that sense of nostalgia that I haven't had in a while. And I don't know what the reason was for it. I mean, I just, like, it just gave me that feeling. Where it's like, it just felt like it fits that that weird little nostalgia itch that I was scratching, whereas like it just gave me like a certain happiness. You know, there is like a lot of wrong with this game, but it just gave me like I feel like an 8-year-old playing like Resident Evil 4 again. It's like that's what Silent Hill 4 gave me. And it made me enjoy it. What also helped was I actually bought a guidebook for this game because I heard how convoluted the game is. And so it's like I was going through the guidebook while also playing the game, so it just kind of got me all giddy inside. So yeah, I mean, yeah, that's why I'm putting it on A, because I did enjoy the experience, and being it where it's like the game was super hard at points where I was like very frustrated, which I mean you're gonna have that like in lots of games, but it's like it's definitely like where it wasn't developed right. But like especially with the escalator monsters or whatever, the escalator wall monsters, if you played Silent Hill 4, you know what I'm talking about. That's definitely like shitty as hell. That pissed me off so badly. And also the painting puzzle I hated with the creatures on the paintings and everything. That was annoying. But yeah, I mean, some people like hate the shit out of this game because like, oh, the plot's convoluted and everything, yada yada. Which I actually liked the plot. I thought the plot was very cool. And Walter Sullivan, I I at first was like, okay, whatever. I mean, he's cool enough, but it's like when I read like lore and like kind of like went to like YouTube videos to like search up about it. I mean, I kind of appreciate the game a bit more, you know. And so, I mean, I have a soft spot for this game. Will I play it again? Probably not for a while. So, yeah. But yeah, that's my thoughts on Silent Hill 4. I mean, oh, also, I guess some flaws about it. I mean, Henry was kind of like not that interesting of a character, and you kind of want a protagonist that you can kind of connect yourself into, which some people thought is like an intentional thing, where he's like a very socially introvert guy and everything, which I can kind of see. But it's also like I kind of wanted something more. They didn't really give him anything else. Like, which I know like the point of the game was to kind of like be more into Walter Sullivan, of why he's doing these horrible things, these horrible murders. But it's also like I also want to connect to the protagonist, like I wanted a bit more with Henry, because he seemed like an interesting dude, he's just socially shy, and I just give me something else, writers. All right, if you can write Silent Hill 1, 2, and 3, why couldn't you do something with the protagonist on 4? Like, you can do both things. Okay, now Shattered Memories. This goes on A. Fantastic. I love the game. I enjoyed like for the most part every part of the game. Like I enjoyed the music. I enjoyed how they basically redone Silent Hill 1. It's like a weird little remake, Oh, hey, Lo-Fi girl. Hey, good to see you. Good to see you. How you doing tonight? Good to finally see you here. Sorry I didn't stream last week. I had the flu. But I am back and I'm alive. So, Silent Hill Shattered Memories. I enjoy the hell out of this game, and this is one of the games I streamed. I enjoyed how they basically did a nice little remake, and also like how they kind kind of redid Silent Hill in its own way. And some feels like you haven't streamed forever. As I said, like last week I had the flu, so I am sorry for that. But hey, when you get sick, what can you do about it? I miss my big bro and my family. Well, we're here now. Let's go. Aw. But I loved how they recreated the characters from Silent Hill 1 and everything, kind of definitely made them different. Or it's like, it was definitely more, this is definitely where it hits on more of the David Lynch aspect of things. Or that's where they were, you know, trying to and everything. I highly appreciate about that. It's very creepy, and also it's like it hits the themes very well. It's basically like another version of Silent Hill 2 in its own way, where they are definitely trying very hard on the psychological aspect of things, and I respect it fully. And it's like you can go on different paths and everything in this game where it leads to a different ending or a different outcome. Which the ending that we got, like, it wasn't like, that wasn't just the full ending. There's like multiple endings to this game. I think a lot more than 2. Or maybe somewhere around to it, you know? I saw you streaming, I'm like, no, this is fake. Then I click and I'm like, yes, hope you got better. Yeah, I'm better now, yeah. Just had the stomach bug. Nothing too serious. But yeah, and also the music I love and everything. And also I love how they use the cell phone, or it's like an unlock, you know, little side stories. There's a way to, like, kind of like, instead of like notes and everything, it was, you know, you got it on the cell phone. So that was kind of cool. Now, there is a couple things though that I didn't like, which, from what I heard and everything, the Wii and the PSP are like the best, the best ports of the game, while PS2 version didn't get that much respect. Which, if you could tell by the ending, and I think there was like some frame rate drops and everything in the game, where it definitely like was a bit glitchy, which, I mean, kind of shitty that, you know, you could have done better with that, but I mean, hey, what can you do? And also, with the chase scenes and everything, that was kind of definitely a lot of bullshit there, where it wasn't like any clear path or anything. Or it's like, I know you're supposed to run around, like, be chased by them, but it's like, it definitely wasn't developed right. And a lot of people have said this before, it's like, the creature chase scenes are kind of bullshit, which they definitely were. And, well, with that, I mean, it was refreshing. It's a refreshing Silent Hill game, where it's like, if you're playing throughout the series and you hit this, you're like, wow. You're either gonna like it or hate it, which I definitely enjoyed it. I'm super tired. I legit feel like I'm going to pass out in a few minutes. Well, I mean, get some sleep, Lo-Fi girl. I mean, you don't have to stay in the stream. But I mean, hey, I'm glad you're here either way. Now, Origins. Huh. See, I don't know if I want to put it on B. I'm gonna go with C. LoFi-WiFi, been so long, how you been? Hey, CG, good to see you, my dude. It has been a while. How have you been doing? Good to see you. I've been doing pretty good. Last week I had the stomach flu, so, I mean, that was fun. But other than that, I am here and I am alive. And also, I just drank a soda. Okay, so Silent Hill Origins, I put on C. And the reason being is kind of the same issue, because it's the same issue that I have with 4, where it's like the main protagonist, like, really wasn't that interesting at all to me, which I don't think they wrote that much to it with the character. At least they did try. I will say, at least they did. The character was definitely done and tried better. Unlike 4, they just didn't do nothing with Henry. While Silent Hill Origins, they did something with Travis, but it's like the way he was acted and everything just kind of turned me off. However, I did like the plot and everything, where it's like it definitely connected very well with 1. While there is some, plot points and everything that are kind of convoluted to the plot of Silent Hill 1 and the lore itself, I will say it's a decent plot to sink yourself into. Where it's like, it fits very well. It's a very nice intro where, Travis is just like going through Silent Hill as a trucker, and it's like, he gets involved, sadly, and, he has to deal with the bullshit he's been caught with that he didn't mean to. I am not missing this stream. The last stream you was going to do, I waited 30 hours for. Goodness, you didn't have to wait that long. Sorry, I can't catch your stream. Busy as always. Hey, no biggie. I mean, I'm just glad you stopped by and say hi. It is 12:39 after all. Good old midnight. But, yeah, the plot was fine. Music didn't really do me, like, all that well. I don't know, music didn't really do nothing for me. It's by Akira Yamaoka. Maybe if I heard the soundtrack, like, just, like, on a separate time, then I could definitely, like, probably get into it. But, I don't know, music just didn't really do nothing for me. But yeah, Travis, not the biggest fan of the character. I will say, they at least did something with him. And I guess what was cool is, like, he was basically fighting his demons and everything, which were his father and mother and everything. I mean, that was pretty cool. But I don't know, just one thing I didn't like, however, is it's same thing as with Silent Hill Shadow Memories. The port of the PS2 version is not well done, whereas, like, especially, like, the darkness in that game was definitely not developed right. It was very, I watched your short, silly Ego. I'm glad you like Ego. Yeah, good old Ego. I feel like I'm gonna make some Ego lore of the stuffed animal. Oh my god, I burped. But you can thank Comic for that, because Comic is the one that sent me that stuffed animal. The Plague Doctor Ego. Oh my god, I keep burping. Excuse me. But, yeah, I will say they had some... I will say they had, like, that pyramid head guy where I was like, really? The mirror thing was cool at first, but it definitely became very, predictable, where it's like, okay, I'm just doing this back and forth now. It's not really... It was cool at first, but then it's like it got boring with it. I was like, okay, we're just doing this now. If they just, like, did, like, at least, like, a tiny bit and not do, like, as, like, oh, now you have to go through all these doors again, through the mirror world. And I was like, fuck. It's basically, like, just trying to, like, lengthen the game even more, which is kind of dumb. Which it's long as is, and it's like, you have to do that mirror stuff, where it's like, it just takes the game, like, even longer. Which is not the biggest fan of. And also melee weapons, where it's like, they're, like, easily, like, they get destroyed over time the more you use them. It's like, that wasn't needed. Like, I don't know why they ever did that. Which, I mean, you get plenty of melee weapons, so it's whatever, but it's also like, what's the point of doing that, you know? Just grab, like, random melee weapons, just like any other Silent Hill games, and they're, like, infinite, and you can use them. You can use that and, get ammo and whatnot. It's like, I don't know. Yeah, I definitely wasn't the biggest fan of that. And also, it's like, you use your fists and everything if you don't have any melee weapons, so it's like, there's no real threat to it, you know? But, I mean, I will say, I mean, you know, it tried. I mean, it's definitely not a bad game. It's not at all. But however, it's definitely not my most favorite. But however, it's not the worst. Unlike this game here, which goes to D. This game was frustrating, which I mean, you guys have seen the stream recently. You can tell I was very angry by the fucking ending. This game was a fucking mess. Like, a giant mess. Did I enjoy myself playing this game? Yeah, I definitely did. But however, boss battles were either fine or just fucking horrendous to like fucking play, especially with the Scarlet boss. The Scarlet boss with the doll and everything took me several tries to get to kill the thing. I'm gonna take a fat sleep, so see you all later because it's already Saturday. All right, you have a good night, Lo-Fi girl. But yeah, Silent Hill Homecoming. I will say, however, music is great. It's fantastic. I love it. The piano fucking hits and just gives me an orgasm in my ears, which kept me going on through the game somewhat. But yeah, the game is definitely dated, and it feels so, like, not that well... It was so not well developed at all. It was horrendous to play. And there was, like, they had Pyramid Head there for some reason, and he only showed up, like, a couple other times where it's, like, at least, like, can we fight him as, like, a boss? Like, I mean, at least I'd be somewhat satisfied, you know? I only get 8 hours of sleep, I swear, if I get woken up, bro. Well, I hope you don't get woken up. But good luck to you. But yeah, I mean, there was a couple cool, like, interesting things. But the weird thing is with, night comic, night big bro, night the rest of my family. Oh, you have a good night, Lo-Fi girl. But, I guess it was kind of cool, like, where it's, like, the character was, like, an army guy and everything. But also, like, it went to, which explained his combat and everything, where he's, like, you know, he kicked some ass or whatever. But then at the end and everything, you realize that he was actually in a mental institution and, you know, just had a mental breakdown, thought he was in the army. Where it's like, well, then how's he know all this combat shit and whatnot? He didn't learn that in a mental institution. So it was so dumb. And there's just the plot and the lore just, like, was totally fucked up with this game. I guess a couple story aspects were kind of cool, and I guess, like, some designs were fine. But it's a mess. The ending is... Oh god, I heard my mom. She's downstairs with her boyfriend. But, yeah, just... This game is a mess. And I see, like, why a lot of people hate this game so much. Like, I understand completely. I don't understand these ones, because these games are actually pretty fine. But Homecoming, I can understand 100%. Because, it's a nightmare. God, the ending was so unsatisfying. At least, like, if the game had flaws and everything, at least the ending, like, has some sort of impact and everything that hit, like, or something. But no, it was just like, Alex, you're okay. Yeah, I am. Let's go. Let's get out of here. Okay. And then you just walk away. Where was Deputy Wheeler? Where was he? We brought him, but we gave him a first aid kit, alright? He was supposed to come with us. And we didn't even see that. God, that was such a terrible ending. Oh my god. He's in the goddamn walls! Alright. Now this one I haven't played. What is this? Oh, this is the Japanese, it's a Japanese graphic novel of Silent Hill 1. I haven't played that, so I can't really... I'm just gonna leave that there. Okay, so Silent Hill, the HD collection. Lo-fi, I'm in your walls. Oh god. Can you at least knock so I know you're there? I swear to god, if I hear knocking right now, I'm going to, like, fucking shit my pants. Okay, so Silent Hill HD collection. It's on D. I won't give it F because it's basically just like an HD version of Silent Hill 2 and 3. Obviously, the voice acting and everything has been changed, and there's some glitches, and, you know, the frame rate is terrible. Like, so many flaws that, like, millions of videos have been made on with it. I mean, we basically know. I mean, if you know, you know. I can hear you. Well, knock then. I swear if you knock, if I hear knocking, I will shit my pants. But yeah, Silent Hill HD collection. I mean, if you're just like trying to get into because let's be honest here. If you're trying to play Silent Hill games, especially 2 and 3, and trying to get the full experience and everything, like the real experience, like on a PS2 or PC, like, especially if you try to get these games on PlayStation 2, like, that costs a lot of money. Because trust me, I got Silent Hill. I basically got the entire Silent Hill series. Silent Hill 2, 3, 4 were very, very expensive to get, especially Silent Hill 2. And do you want to know how much I spent on Silent Hill 2? And do I regret it? No, I don't regret it because I love Silent Hill. And I played the Silent Hill series before. And I wanted to get the game because I'm a huge survival horror guy. I spent $450 on Silent Hill 2. Silent Hill 3, I think, was like around $300. And Silent Hill 4 wasn't that expensive. It was like $140. And Shattered Memories and Origins, I think they were around the $90 area from when I got them. And Homecoming and Downpour, I just got, like, you know, when I was, like, younger, when it first came out. Because they're kind of sort of modern, that they don't really cost that much. And also not the greatest games ever. And also it goes with HD Collection. HD Collection, I think the cheapest one you can get is probably like $30. Which is, you know, the least expensive out of, you know, trying to get the games today. And also Silent Hill 1 I just got, like, from my dad's old PS1. So, yeah. So, if you're trying to get in the Silent Hill series, or you just want to be a casual, you know, you just want to try the games casually without, you know, breaking the bank. Either you emulate it, or, you know, get it on PC, or get the Silent Hill HD collection, which costs, like, at least, like, $30. So that's why I put on D. I mean, obviously there's a lot of flaws with the HD collection. There's a lot wrong with it. But however, if you just want to play casually, because I play Silent Hill 2 on HD collection. It played fine. Silent Hill 3, don't really know. I haven't played Silent Hill 3 on HD collection. Or I did, but it was like a long time ago where I don't remember it. So, can't really say much about that. But, yeah. It just goes on D. Because, I mean, it is just like a copy of 2 and 3. Just shittier, on a shittier port. Which is amazing. Like, how do you make it a shitty port out of a game that's, like, amazing? I don't know. Okay, so now... Okay, we'll wait on that. Alright, Downpour. Now, I will put this on B. Now, people do have, you know, people have the Silent Hill fans have, like, comparison where it's like Silent Hill, Downpour, and Homecoming, like, having which one is worse than the other. Ace Combat 7, Lo-Fi. I will play Ace Combat 7 one of these days. I promise. I will continue back on it. Chill. Don't worry, Tyler. What's your favorite soda? My favorite soda is the good old classic can of Mountain Dew. And also, I do like Coca-Cola. Also, you know what's the best Coca-Cola? It's the orange vanilla Coca-Colas. You know when they had those? What was it like? It was orange. I think it was like a creamsicle type of flavor. That's what it was. It was like orange and vanilla. It was fucking perfect. And somehow they don't sell them anymore. It makes me so sad. Did it give me like kidney stones and like several UTIs? Yeah, but it was delicious. And I want it again. Bring them back. Bring them back, Coca-Cola. Anyways. But, Downpour. I grew up with Downpour. It was one of the first Silent Hill games I ever played. And so, it's more of like my childhood nostalgia, where it's like one of the first Silent Hill games I've ever played and beat. So, it goes with that. But, I mean, the game plays very fine. I mean, there is definitely, some issues with it. But however, at least compared to Homecoming, at least like this game has a direction. It wasn't trying to copy off like the Silent Hill movies like this one. Also, Origins did that a little bit too. But at least Origins, like, just did a little bit of it. While Homecoming was basically copying off of the movie. Like, especially with the sign and like a bunch of adding Pyramid Head. That was so like Silent Hill movie type of thing. They had no ideas with this. At least with Downpour, it had symbolism, it had themes, and it had, like, well, creature design, probably not the best, but I mean, hey, at least it had a very interesting story. And Murphy Pendleton, low-key, kind of a cool character. Like, I like what they did with the character. They actually had something with it. This story, like, made sense, and it's like, why is he in prison? Like, and you understand why. And everything, and because of revenge and everything. And it was a different and also a cool piece of symbolism that we haven't seen in Silent Hill. Silent Hill Downpour is a decent game, and also Murphy Pendleton kind of, he kind of fine though, right? He's kind of a dilf. Now, Book of Memories. Play a little bit of this. This game's terrible, alright? It's basically, so, the Silent Hill game where it's like the slot machine thing? Well, this is basically like the origin of the beginning of the slot machine, because all it is just a slash 'em up, beat 'em up game, and it somehow sort of has connected, it's sort of connected to Downpour, where it has the mailman guy in this game, where he's like, oh, this is from your family, you make your own character, and he's like, hey, this is from, your family, this is from a family member, your grandpa or whatever, it's a book about Silent Hill, I'm a mailman guy, bye, and he just leaves. I think that's like the only time he was there. But yeah, it's so arcadey, and it's just like so like offensive and everything, it's so, but in a way, it's kind of fun to play. It is sort of fun to play. I haven't played in a while, and it's on the PS Vita, so it's like probably not a lot of people have really played this game or really heard about it, but yeah. There's not really any story to it. It's just like an arcade type of game. It's basically like just glorifying like survival horror, or it's like they just made it so like slash 'em up, beat 'em up game. It's so like, oh, this is not Silent Hill. Get out of here. And I remember, like, I made a Reddit post saying, like, I got all the Silent Hill games now, and everyone's like, oh, throw away Book of Memories. But yeah, I will say, like, I do play it, I do kind of like it, but it's also, like, it's so offensively bad. But yeah, that will do it with that's my tier list there with the Silent Hill games. Now I am gonna save it because I'm gonna post it on Twitter later. I'll download it. There you go. Beautiful. Okay, next. All right. Now, the characters. Oh my god, there's so many ads around here. Get out of here. So now we got the characters. From, I believe it's from all the Silent Hill games. except for Book of Memories, which we don't need to care much for. Now, I'm gonna go for like just like the characters alone, because we're gonna go, because I might as well like go from like Silent Hill, like, you know, how interesting they are, to like you know, we'll go for like you know, from like attractiveness, then we'll, and all that shit. You get what I mean? I'm not speaking right. So we're gonna start off with like how interesting they are, how cool they are. Then like we'll do another separate tier list of like how attractive they are, like you want to smash or pass or whatever. This and that, blah blah blah. That's how we'll do it. So, start things off. We're gonna go with like, we're gonna start off with the protagonists of how interesting they are. And to start things off, we'll start with Harry Mason. And specifically from Silent Hill 1. Harry Mason from Silent Hill 1. Playing him, you know, he's gonna have to go on S tier. Because the man, basically, he's a writer, you know, that's pretty cool. You know, that's one way to start off a man, and he's a dad, and he basically, you know, found... See, let's respect Harry Mason here, because the man survived Silent Hill, trying to find his daughter, and doing, like, going through hell and back through Silent Hill, running around this crazy scenario and this weird drug conspiracy that Silent Hill is going through, and hearing a bunch of these tragic stories, just going through extreme hell to find his daughter and just save her and bring her to safety. And with that and everything, I mean, the man went through hell and back, and you gotta give him respect for it. And at the end, when he gets like a second version of his daughter, basically, even though he did go through his trouble where it's like, I don't know if I could raise this girl, and this thing, I don't know what this thing could do, that's not my daughter. But he still, like, you know, raised the girl as her daughter. And you gotta admit, it's very, very sweet and wholesome. And we gotta give him respect for that, you know? And I will say that I think he deserves an S for that. S tier character. James. Now, his story is tragic. And the twist when people know that he murdered his wife, it's a very major plot twist. But however, as like how interesting he is, he doesn't mean, he's got some interest in him, because like he's a very depressed character, and he's like just a man just trying to find his wife. He's just a very sad character, very, very sad and very tragic. So, I will probably have to put him in B, because, well, I guess in a way, because Silent Hill 2 is with the creatures and, like, and everything. It's supposed to, like, have, James's backstory, like, with the creatures alone, and also, like, the hospital and his wife and everything. But it's like, I don't know. It's hard for me to really think, like, James is, like, a very, like, interesting character. I mean, he's interesting in a way, but it's not, like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. Whereas, like, we do get information, but, I think with, like, with, the creatures and everything, it does show, like, the thing is, like, it's a character you don't really root for. See, this is hard. I'll go with B. I'll just have to stay with B. Yeah, I don't know. There just really wasn't... I mean, there is information that you get about him, especially with, Silent Hill transforming, like, basically James's life and everything with his wife and whatnot. But, however, I mean, I don't know. There just wasn't stuff there. I mean, he has a very sad story. It's very, very interesting. However, I don't know, it just wasn't like as, I guess he just really didn't have an impact. It's basically like a train wreck that you just can't, like, the man's a train wreck, and it's just like very, very depressing to see. Where it's like, can this man like have some sort of like positivity in his life? Where he did overcome his demons, but it's still at the end of it all, it's like he still murdered his wife, and it's like you don't really know like what his intentions were, Where it's like, do you want to put his wife out of his misery, or was it because like he just like hated like the way the wife was being and everything, because the wife was acting crazy because of her illness, or was it a bit of both, or was it because, it's like, hey, my wife's gonna be dead, and I'm like seeing all these women and everything, and it's like he might be going out with someone, so it's like he just wanted him out of the way. I don't know. It's very hard. Or it is interesting, but however, it's like, as greatness wise, it's like it's just a major train wreck you just can't walk away from. It's like the man definitely deserves some therapy. And it's like I don't really want to root for him because he did some bad things. But however, I can kind of understand to a point. To a point. I will say he took care of his demons, but also like at the same time, like there's also some stuff to work on. So I'm gonna put him on B. I feel like I shouldn't, but I don't know. Now, Heather Mason, you deserve to be on the S tier. Because, let's be honest here, I mean, she's part of the Mason family, so automatically she is one of the supreme beings of, of awesomeness of character. But also, she's a very well done character. First off, she's fucking adorable. She's super cute and everything. And, the story about her where she has the connection with Alessa from Silent Hill and everything, works super well, and is like very, very cool how they did that. And sorry, I'm looking at something. But and the fact that she's like connected to Alessa, I mean, that kind of shows like how powerful she is, and it's like, and the fact like she overcame these demons and everything, and got revenge, to avenge her dad and everything that got murdered sadly, and her dad went through thick and thin to save his daughter, and raise this girl that's a separate baby, and basically raised him as his own daughter, and it's very, very sweet. And the fact that like that she knows this information from the weird memories and whatnot, she is basically like, hey, I'm Cheryl Mason now. And I think like connecting to the Dead by Daylight lore, where it's like she's continuing on helping like people and everything with the killers and whatnot, kind of adds to it, which I know is kind of like, Dead by Daylight lore is kind of disconnected with the Silent Hill lore, but I mean, that kind of adds to it. It's very cool. I mean, I gotta give her S tier. I mean, she's adorable, and also she has some witty remarks. Is everyone here a mental case? She's a sassy one. She's a sassy one and powerful as hell for a 17-year-old girl, She can kick some ass. Even though she was scared as hell, I mean, she still kicked ass at the end of the day. She killed God. She killed God. Alright, come on. Let's be honest here. Okay. Henry Townsend, you're a D. They didn't do nothing with him. He's a photographer. I will say I gotta give him respect. I mean, he was trying his best. I mean, he's an introvert, He's a very introverted, shy guy who went through thick and thin. Me, as an introverted person, I'm dead, Tyler, help. Everyone died, Lo-Fi. Oh god, everyone's a ghost now. Why are you all dead? What happened? Who died? I think everyone's just listening, that's all. No one's dead. Everyone's just kind of listening. But yeah, Henry, keep going. Insert MP3 file of reviving noises. But yeah, Henry, they didn't really do much with him. He's a photographer, I guess. He's a shy introvert guy. But I mean, hey, if that's all you got, I mean, not really much to really say, you know. You know what? I guess give him points because he's kind of attractive. You know, he's kind of cute. You saved me. I'm a file. Good for you. Okay, what's next? We're going through protagonists first. No, not Murphy yet. We're gonna go through, alright, we'll go with Travis. Character-wise, he's kind of stupid. Like, he's not the smartest guy in the world, but, I mean, his story is a bit tragic. I'm just gonna go with C. I don't know. I mean, I will say, he has a very, you know, very tragic past and everything, due with the Silent Hill cult with his mom and everything. So, I mean, it's kind of sad. But, I mean, he's just not the brightest bulb ever. He really isn't. But I will say, his story's interesting. It's very sad. Just, you know, just read a couple books, Travis, alright? Just read a couple books, please. You might learn something. I'm sorry. Okay, I guess we'll go with Harry Mason. This Harry Mason from Shattered Memories. A or B? I'm going with B. Comic and Copley, I think, are dead. That's okay. Lo-Fi Girl left. Well, that's okay. Everyone's just listening. No biggie. But, Harry Mason from Shattered Memories. I'm a file. Yeah, good for you. But Harry Mason, I mean, kind of the same thing with Silent Hill 1. Like, he went through thick and thin to save his daughter and everything. While in reality, it's actually like Cheryl Mason's therapy session where it's actually, you know, like psychological thing going on. And, you know, I kind of like what they did with Harry Mason and everything. They definitely developed him, like, definitely more of like a shyer guy and everything, where he was more of more introverted. While it's like Harry Mason from Silent Hill 1 is like, even though he's like a bit of the shy writer, he's also like a major badass, like when it comes to his daughter. Whereas like he may have been shy at first, but it's like when his daughter's missing and seeing all these freaky people, he's like, I gotta save my daughter. I'm gonna kick some ass, bro. He's basically like just charging. He's charging and he's fighting demons and shit, you know? Or it's like this guy was just running away from them. So I mean, that's kind of bitch ass play. You know what I mean? So I mean, hey, he had some interesting. You know, he's kind of interesting. You know, kind of the same thing with Harry Mason from 1, but nothing compared to Silent Hill 1, Harry Mason, and Shattered Memories Mason. Now, Alex. Sorry, you're gonna have to go on D. You just... I mean, at least, like, you know, I kind of feel bad for you for being a mental asylum and you're parents were kind of assholes to you, but you're basically microwave toast, Alex. I'm sorry. You just fucking suck. No wonder your brother Josh was running away from you. It's kind of no surprise to me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But you just suck. You're basically microwave bread. You're microwave toast. Yeah, and also you're basic bitch Xbox 360 like avatar. I have no regrets for insulting you, Alex. All right. Rude. I don't care. Fuck Alex Shepard. He's a bitch. Now, Murphy Pendleton. I say he's a bit of an A character. His story, very tragic. You know, basically, like, his child got murdered and everything, so he wanted revenge, but in a way to do that, you know, like, he went through, like, probably some major arguments with his wife and everything due to that. Whereas, like, he was so obsessed with getting revenge on the person that killed his child that, you know, he basically did a deal with, like, a corrupt officer so that way he could get to this man and get revenge on him. And with that, he had to make an end of a deal where he had to, you know, kill an innocent officer that actually cared about him. It was actually going to set, like, Murphy free, like, because Murphy was on good behavior, because he did nothing wrong. He basically was just trying to get himself arrested so he can fucking kill the guy that killed his son. I mean, it's kind of sad. It's very sad, because all he wanted was just, like, avenge his little boy, you know? It's sucky. It's very sucky. Poor guy. Poor guy. I enjoyed him. Okay, so now we get to the side characters. I believe... Doggo next. No, we will get Doggo in a minute. Alright, so we're going for side characters. Alyssa Gillespie. Listen, Alyssa Gillespie has been through some shit. And with that, I mean, the reason why she, like, caused, you know, basically, I think she's, like, the reason why Silent Hill is the way it is now, because of that. I mean, there are some other, like, lore things and plot points and whatnot of, like, why Silent Hill is the way it is, but, I mean, she's, like, the major, like, branch of that Silent Hill tree. And, well, I mean, her story is very, very tragic. Like, you know, her mother, like, you know, abused her and everything, basically made her the sacrifice and whatnot to, you know, so that way Dahlia and the cult can have, like, a new world, a new paradise, right? And some crazy shit. But at the end of it all, like, with her demon form and everything, she basically kind of got her revenge. Whereas, like, she killed, like, you know, her own mother. And also, you know, kind of took down the town with her and everything. So, I mean, I gotta say, it's pretty tragic. Cheryl. Silent Hill 1 Cheryl, I mean, we kind of don't really know much. We know she's a major point to, like, you know, with Silent Hill 1, but, I mean, however, I mean, we don't really know much about her until, like, Silent Hill 3. Well, I guess she really isn't. I mean, she's not that interested. I mean, we don't really know much about her. She's just a child, so, I mean, she just became part of, like, you know, the cult's conspiracy. Sybil. Let's give Sybil some props. I mean, she's a cop that kind of got into this mess and everything, and, you know, was doing investigation in Silent Hill, and, you know, helped out Harry Mason. We gotta give her points on that. But we never really hear from her again. I mean, we know that she survived, especially if you get the good ending, you know. Dahlia, fucking, she's a cunt. Piece of shit, you know, very interesting character, considering, you know, part of the cult and everything. She's one of the major conspirators and whatnot. Dr. Kaufman, an asshole. Uh, Interesting wise. I mean, he do be kind of fine though, but he is an asshole. But we don't really know much, and also, I mean, we do know some, and he made drugs, so that's cool. Um, hmm. I'm gonna go on B because he didn't really do much for me. I mean, he is part of the, you know, part of the plot and everything. I mean, I will say on Origins, he was definitely like more interesting because we got more information about him and the nurse, Lisa Garland. Which I think Lisa deserves a nice spot on A. You know, she was a nurse. I mean, she did all she could and everything from, you know, helping Alessa, who was down there, and she had to keep her mouth shut and everything, or otherwise she'd be killed. She was basically held captive, had to do drugs, and was basically forced to do drugs and everything, and these two had like an affair and whatnot. It was she been through some shit, sadly, and she's stuck in that she's stuck in that hell forever, which is sad. Alright, looks like we're going to 2. Um, Same thing with Lisa. Very tragic. So I gotta give her an A tier just to kind of like, you know, she was definitely super interesting. It's like where she's like had this 30-year-old body but acted like, you know, childlike and everything. PlayStation 4, shut up. See, I'm going with like writing wise, and I probably shouldn't do that. Hmm. But I mean, no turn back now. But yeah, well written, and you know, it's like very cool and interesting how they directed her. Eddie, uh, I don't know. Eddie's story was kind of bleh. I will say they definitely like, you know, mental illness and everything. It was definitely, you know, definitely the peak of mental health. Very, very cool how they did that. But I mean, he was kind of cartoonish in a way, so it's like I really wasn't like all about him. Um, what's her name? Laura. Okay, I will give Laura B because there's a lot of mystery to her. Whereas like she knew Mary and everything, but it was like Mary was dead those years ago, and apparently she was in the hospital and everything. So it's like, is she actually like a walking? Was she dead and just like, you know, like a walking corpse? It is like we don't really know much, you know. Or did she get out of the hospital and everything? But it's like, how did she get the letter and everything those years ago? Where I mean, like recently, where it's like, but Mary was dead, you know. It's weird. Now Maria, obviously an S tier character, just to the fact like she's basically like a romanticized version of Mary, whereas where it adds to that mystery aspect. It's like, is this Mary, or is this person just born from Silent Hill, or is this a person that transformed into Silent Hill? And when you play the Born from a Wish, like the side campaign, um, I mean, it definitely adds like a lot of layers and everything. It's very, very unsettling. Whereas like, is this like some sort of demon? Like, we don't know what we very, very weird. Now Mary, we only just know her as like a sweet wife and everything, but we really don't know much about her. We just knew that she was like very like I guess more of like a very conservative type of woman that was like dressed like very covered and everything. Basically the opposite of Maria. But we really don't know much, just know that she had that disease and everything, but we don't know really much else. If I mean we get the implication that she was a good wife and everything and just like was suffering through the disease, but we really don't know much more else. Now, for you, Tyler, to rate the dog, it's a okay. All right, I'll give the dog a C because it's a Shiba, and also when you get that random ass ending that when, because I could just imagine this dog, right? Can you imagine you played Silent Hill so many times and everything, and you just like, oh, unlock new things and whatnot, and then you get the key, and then you open this random ass door. It's like, oh man, I wonder what this is, and then you just get the fucking dog ending. Can you imagine how confused you would be? I'd be very confused. And also because dogs, and also Shibas are adorable too. I do like Shibas. But yeah, and also we don't know much about the dog. Just the dog is behind, you know, the whole Silent Hill conspiracy all along. It had to be hilarious for like someone that just didn't discover it like without a guidebook or whatever. Like, you just imagine that. Now, Pyramid Head. You know, cause Pyramid Head, that doggo owns a gun. You know what? It wouldn't surprise me if the dog did own a gun. And also in the Silent Hill 2 dog ending, there is the voice actor for James is speaking Japanese. Guy Sihi. He's speaking Japanese, and it's like terrible Japanese. It is hilarious how he talks. I gotta say, I gotta give props to Konami on that. So, Pyramid Head. Pyramid Head, I gotta give S tier. Mainly because, it's basically a version of James and everything, and you just want to know the mystery of this thing. Like, how was it formed? How was it born? How was it made, It's very cool. Robbie the Rabbit. All it is just like, I guess it's kind of creepy, and I do like it when it shows up like out of nowhere in the other Silent Hill games, like 4 and Homecoming. I don't know, they didn't really do much with it. We just thought, some people thought it was like a boss or whatever back when Silent Hill 3 was around, but it wasn't. But I mean, it's there. I mean, it's cool. Robbie the Rabbit, it's interesting, it's creepy, it creeps you out a little bit, but that's it. Alright, where's the other Silent Hill 3 characters? Where the hell's the detective guy? Oh, there he is. Okay, alright, here. Alright, Vincent. Mr. Pizza Man? Lo-fi question. The fuck is this? This is a tier list stream, Taylor. This is the Silent Hill tier list stream. And also, what's your question, Tyler? Ask away. Vincent. Vincent is A because, the famous quote and everything, those look like monsters to you? Like, that's a very cool quote and it's like he's playing games with, like, Heather Mason and everything, where it's like, you don't know if you trust him and everything, and it's very, it's very cool. And he's like, he's basically an anti-hero, and it's kind of cool, and also kind of hot though. Do you like dogs? Yeah, I like dogs. I love dogs. I'm just dog character. And all it is just a dog character. I'm going with, like, the writing aspect of things. I'm not going with, like... I mean, I guess I am going with, like, favorites, too, but, you know. Alright, I forget the detective's name. Is it Douglas? I think it's Douglas. I don't know. He's alright. I like that he helped Heather and everything. Guess who tried, man, AC7 played and failed very, very badly. I would assume it'd be you, Tyler. I'm very sorry. But, the detective guy, I mean, he's a fine character. Didn't do much for me. I mean, he's alright. You know, he helped Heather, so I gotta give him props. I think he's kind of a moron in certain ways. Probably not the smartest Bob ever, especially in the conversation, like after, you know, after he killed the penis monster in 3, and then the mall comes back to normal, he's like, I don't know, he's kind of stupid. Me to lose his best friend, sadness. Oh, I'm sorry. I think her name was Claudia, right? That's the daughter of Dahlia, right? Yeah, I believe so. Or somehow connected the cult and somehow connected with Dahlia. You know, that she was cool, very cool. And she's actually the same voice actress as Angela. And I will say, well, Lo-Fi goes live. Well, pain doesn't exist. Aww. Aww. I'm glad to give you, you know, no more pain. Well, I'm Claudia. Nothing really much else to say. I mean, she is very unsettling, crazy bitch and everything. Cool character. Okay, so now we're going with 4 now, right? See, the thing is, like, a lot of the characters from 4 didn't really do well for me. They were just, like, there. I mean, Walter Sullivan, of course, very cool character, but, I don't know, where to put her? That's the character that Henry was with for the most part. I don't know. I'm just gonna go D. I mean, not really much else to... She doesn't really have much. But, I mean, she really wasn't, like, a bad character either. This man, we don't know much about this man. He just dies. Same thing with this guy. I mean, I guess he was kind of an asshole and everything. And he just dies. This woman was at least attractive. But she dies. Now, this guy here, this is actually James's father. And actually, I'm putting this on D for spite, because they could have done something with him, especially if this is, you know, this is James's dad. They definitely could have connected something a bit more besides a few quotes. But they didn't do nothing. So I'm putting him on D, just like, because they did nothing with him. And this man, this was the man, like, in the apartment, like, the previous owner. I forget what his name was. But now, putting him on B, because throughout the notes and everything, you learn about him and whatnot. You learn about, like, you know, he was a past victim in this room in the apartment that you're locked in, going through this hell and back and trying to figure out what to do, but sadly, he doesn't make it out alive. And in the cutscene, he's basically stuck on the roof, and it's a very cool and interesting, like, David Lynch scene, where it's, like, very well presented, very well shot, and very well done. It's probably one of the cooler scenes of Silent Hill 4. And with that, I mean, it was basically getting close to the conclusion of the game, and it, it definitely brought some very interesting type of experimental horror to it, whereas, like, just a stone man just stuck on the roof and just talking these two in, like, in a monotone-ass voice, or he's, like, trying to help them, and it's like there's candles everywhere around the apartment. It's very well shot, very well done, and it's very, very creepy. Very well directed. Now, Walter Sullivan. I guess I'll put him on A, because, I mean, the game is basically, like, surrounded by, the entire game is basically surrounded by him. With, like, learn about the creatures are basically, like, victims of, Walter Sullivan's killings. And you're just, like, with the notes, and you just see him in, like, random times and everything, and then he chases after you with a gun and with a chainsaw. He's a very interesting force to reckon with. Now, in some parts frustrating, but in some parts very, very interesting. He's very, like, he got, like, and you kind of feel bad for him in certain points where he's, like, very, with, like, where he thought the apartment was his mom. I gotta go, everyone take care. You have a good night, Zen. Good to have you here. You have a good night. But he's, like, so, like, connected to this apartment where he was born at, where he's, like, looking for his mother, and you see child Walter Sullivan, and you just see, like, he's basically kind of broken, because he got delusioned and, like, basically brainwashed by the Silent Hill cult, and, killing all these people so that way he can, like, I guess, like, find his mom. I think that's what it was. It's very tragic. Now, I'm not saying, like, I condone his actions, because, the man is still kind of a crazy fucker. But, however, basically all it was, like, he thought the apartment was his mom, where in reality it's just, like, two, like, bums and everything just gave birth in that apartment and just left the baby to die. So, it's kind of sad. He does have a bit of a sad story. Now, where are we going to now? Where's all the Origins characters? Is there no characters from Origins? No, there isn't. Man, that's a shame. Alright, I guess we'll go to Shared Memories. Shared Memories, ooh, I farted. I did fart. Yes, thank you. Thank you for noticing. Yeah, I don't see Origins. Huh. Alright, I guess we'll do Shared Memories then. I don't know, you don't really learn much, except for, like, a few sentences on, like, most of the characters. I guess if I play the game more, I'd probably learn a bit more. But, I don't know, I'll give her a C, because, she had a bad day. Basically, when you meet her, like, an ambulance car is, like, run over, and she's, like, kind of, like, bleeding on her head. So, I give her points because I feel bad for her, So, there's that. Because for someone that works in the medical field, I work at a nursing home, I understand the stress. And, I gotta raise it to B, because, she works in the medical field like me. I kind of sympathize with that, and especially when you get dialogue from her and whatnot, and I'm just like, damn, that's relatable, though. I forget her name, but I know she was like I kind of liked her more. But I'm gonna put her on C, because you don't really get much with her. You just, like, it just kind of, like, well, I guess you do because, like, there's, like, that scene with her boyfriend and everything. So that was kind of alright. I'll put her on B. Uh, Kaufman. Kaufman was pretty cool. Whereas, like, I'm gonna put him on A because you definitely spend a lot time with him, especially during the therapy sessions. And it's like he has like a lot of mystery where he's like acting like he might know more than he should have. Whereas, like, you think he's like, I don't know, are you trying to say something here? Like, what's going on? And I don't know, he's kind of creepy. He's kind of creepy in a way. Whereas, like, I don't know how to feel about him. Who's this one? Oh, I think, is that supposed to be the bartender lady? Because we didn't go to the bar in the game. We went to the diner instead. But, I mean, we'll put her there because we didn't, we weren't even around her, so. Sybil. I'll put Sybil here because she was kind of a bitch. Even though I know she was just as confused as, Harry Mason was and how confused we were, but, you know, she basically tried to arrest us. And, you know, it was like, bro, I didn't even do anything wrong. Chill out. And, I think that's supposed to be Cheryl, isn't it? Cheryl, I guess it kind of fits because we should, I don't know, because we don't really know much about her, just through the therapy sessions, but we just think it's Harry Mason, you know? It's more of just like an interesting little plot twist. I mean, we don't really know much about her, like in Shattered Memories. Okay, so, yeah, basically any Homecoming character I'm just gonna put on D, because they all just basically suck, except for Wheeler. Wheeler, we gotta get, okay, we'll put him on B, alright, because, you know, Deputy Wheeler, he did a lot. He did his best to save the lives, and, you know, he was just trying to, you know, he's trying to save people. He just went through hell as a cop. And, you know, he got fucked up and killed. And it's kind of unfortunate. All he is was just trying to save the day, and here he ended up dead. Because we never see him at the ending. But we will remember him as the horse from Ghost of Tsushima. Josh, fuck this kid. I guess L's okay. You know what? Fuck that guy, because if he didn't kill his daughter, then I wouldn't have to deal with that stressful boss fight, so fuck him. And, whatever, fuck that guy. Fuck this guy, too. Fuck him. Alien? I haven't gotten the Alien endings. Okay, C, I mean, all he was just like a bad cop. We don't really get any that much development. B, I mean, good old, I mean, you know, he didn't deserve that fate. I mean, the guy was just trying to escape Silent Hill. And I like the radio stations and everything where he's like, please help me and everything. You know, he's like whispering to the microphone of the radio. Kind of cool. We don't even know nothing about the nun. I mean, he killed Murphy's son. I do like him because he's very mysterious, you know, very, very mysterious. Oh, that's the good cop guy. Here, we'll put him, we definitely got to put him on A, because he was a good cop trying to help out Murphy Pendleton, and sadly, he ended up getting the shit beaten out of him because of Murphy and Sewell, the cop, you know, trying to, you know, they're, you know, doing this very bad deal and everything. And it ended the result of him in a vegetated state, and which led to his daughter becoming a bitch. Which I'll give her a C. I'm not gonna give her a D because I mean we understand why she's such a mean bitch, especially towards Murphy. I don't blame her, but also she's way too much of a cunt. And also, we don't know much about Charlie. I mean, I don't know. It's a child. We don't know much. I mean, child die. I mean, that sucks. I mean, I guess we'll put him on C. Okay. All right. There's that image. There you go. That's character tier list of just like the writing aspect of things. Download, damn it. Okay. Now, can I redo it? Okay, I can reset it. What is presentation mode? Oh. Oh, why didn't you say so? Okay, so we're gonna go with, all right, so I'm gonna make this fast with, we're gonna go with attractiveness. All right. All right, would smash, would love to smash me. All right, all right. Did you just say men? Men. Okay, I can add a row. Okay, cool. All right, all right, all right. Would smash, would love to smash me. Will need a few drinks. Just a kiss. Handshake. Just a handshake. Add a row below. And just and in hell no. Okay, okay. All right. So we're gonna put in tier list of with attractiveness, all right? Okay. So I guess start off with Alessa. Hell no, cuz she's a child. Which I know she's like became like an adult like throughout like when she died or whatever, but still it's like no, I'm not going through that I'm not going through that weird technicality. I mean, that's weird. Oh, okay, there we go. No, not Cheryl cuz she's a child. Sybil Bennett. Yeah, I would smash. Cops are No, actually I would love her to smash me because she's a cop. She's got that tomboyish vibe. Dahlia. You know what? A kiss is fine. Alright, 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 alright. Harry Mason. Come on. I would love for him to smash me. Like, come on. Like, the man went through hell and back. Like, I mean, there's no way I'm gonna be able to dom, you know? Like, come on. Dr. Kaufman. I might need a few drinks with Kaufman. I mean, he's gonna force it on me anyways with, like, I mean, if he'll force, like, Lisa Garland with drugs, then, I mean, obviously I mean, might as well drink, because I'm sure it's gonna be a hell of a ride. I'm sure if he's gonna force Lisa Garland to do drugs, then he's gonna force me to, a few drinks. That sounds very horrible. But I mean, he's kind of attractive though, so. Also, this is all a joke. Please calm down. Please don't take this seriously. Okay. So, Lisa Garland. I don't know, she's very sweet. I don't know if I would smash. I just give her a kiss. Just a cute little kiss. She seems like an innocent woman that, just needs just a few kisses, kisses and cuddles, right? I'll give Angela a handshake. I don't think I want to, because let's be honest here, she's been through a lot of trauma that has to do with the sexual side of things, so I'm sure she's definitely not, obviously she's not going to do that, and understandably so. I feel like I just give her a handshake. Maybe give her a hug and maybe offer her therapy, because she definitely needs that. Ed, you know what? I at least give him a handshake. James, probably get a few drinks. Because in a way, I mean, there's some ways where he's kind of attractive and everything, but he's also super depressed. And also, he kind of killed his wife. So, I mean, if I just, like, have a few drinks, like, maybe, like, I can do it, right? This is a child. Definitely would smash. I mean, it's Maria. I mean, she may be a bit of a loose cannon, but sure be some fun sex though. Mary. I don't know. She's more of the sweet kind. I don't know if I would even kiss her. I feel bad because it's James' wife. Probably just give her a handshake. That's a dog. Pyramid Head. What more else do I say? I mean, I would love for him to destroy me. And please, rip my skin off like in the movie. She's 17. Can't do that. That's disgusting. I would give her more of a head pat. Just something innocent, like a head pat, Robbie the Rapid. Might need a few drinks with Robbie before I do that. This is just a victim. You know what? I would give him a kiss just because, I feel bad for him. Wait, no, wasn't he a prison inmate? Never mind. No, hell no. You know what? I'll just give him a handshake. Just give him a handshake, This guy. Hell no. I guess, well, yeah, give him a handshake. Yeah, I would smash her. I mean, she had to give, like, some offers and everything. It's like, I'll give you that. I give you a special offer if you help me out and everything. So it's like, that was kind of the first things. What's your favorite brand of pizza? Domino's. I love Domino's. But, like, everyone from my family hates Domino's. I don't know why, but I love it. But I think her name is Cynthia. Cynthia, I would definitely smash. I agree. Thank you. Thank you for agreeing. But yeah, Cynthia, she was like, giving that offer. It's like, hey, I'll give you a special offer if you, help me out of this place. And I'd be like, hell yeah. I mean, that's definitely one of the things that kind of got me into Silent Hill 4. So, I mean, I would definitely smash her. I bet that'd be some freaky sex. Um, uh, James's dad. I'll definitely need a few drinks. But I mean, hey, you know, Gilf energy. Uh, see, Henry, he's such a bottom. I would smash him. He's got nice hair. He's kind of cute, shy, introverted, you know? This guy. You know what? Since he's up on the ceiling, I want to kiss him, like, you know, Spider-Man wise and everything. Bro broke the bloodline. Yeah. I would kiss him just to do like that Spider-Man moment. Why not? Uh, Walter Sullivan. Hmm. No, no, I'm not into long hair, and I'd be afraid of getting severely murdered in the worst way possible and becoming a Silent Hill monster. So I just give him a handshake. It's like, hey, good to meet you, Walter. Instead of taking the doll from him, I just give him a handshake. Now, this is the mom from Homecoming. Um, uh, just a no, not even that. She doesn't deserve that respect. Hell no. Um, you know what? I would love for her to step on me. I had a weird crush on her when I first played Downpour. So, yeah. This is a child, so no. Um, you know what? I don't think he goes that way. He definitely doesn't. So, you know, I just I just give the dude a handshake, just you know, for respect. You know what? I give him a kiss. Um, yeah, I would want him to smash me. I mean, if he can smash a skull on, you know, his victim's killer and everything, and also like, you know, his wife basically like hates him and everything, which brought him on this revenge spree. I mean, I feel like he deserves some love, you know? This man, you know, he killed a child. Um, they don't have sex anyways, they're nuns. Um, yeah, just a kiss. I'll need a few drinks, but I'm sure he's dominant in bed. Alien. Say I need more drugs than drinks because that'd be some trippy sex. Uh, no. No, not. Yeah, probably not. Alex Shepard, I would need a few drinks. I mean, he's kind of okay. He's kind of okay looking, you know. I mean, if you know, I know he's like every basic man ever looking, but I mean, he's okay. He's attractive. He sucks, so that's why you get the drinks, you know. Um, Mayor Bartlett. No, not really. He doesn't really. He's an alcoholic. He killed his child. You know, he kind of did nothing for the town. He just, you know, became nothing. Same thing with this guy. He's just kind of an asshole. This man killed his child. You know what? Uh, just a kiss. I don't know. She's too Barbie. She's too Barbie plastic. Not for me. This is a child. Deputy Wheeler. You know what? I would let him smash me because let's be honest here. That man deserves a lot of respect, alright? He deserves a bunch of love. And the poor man just he died, you know? He deserves respect for trying to protect the town the best he could. And sadly, he didn't. Well, I mean, he did the best he could, but it's like, you know, he got fucked up and murdered and got stuck in a very bad situation, which is sad, you know? Very, very sad. Um, but yeah, I would let him smash me. Definitely. Definitely. Um, Travis. You know what? I bet he's good in bed. I feel like he would be, though. I don't know. If you get a few drinks with him, I bet he go experimental in the hotel room. You know what I mean? But I'm sure he's kind of like not the smartest bird ever. So I probably just, I would need a few drinks before we get into it. He seems like the type of guy that's very, very like who sucks like just talking normally, but if you get a few drinks in him, and everything, if you get drunk with him, then it's like you guys are having a fun time. Uh, you know what? I don't know. She's kind of emo looking, which I'm into that, so I just give her a kiss, but I mean, she's kind of got some trauma in there. Actually, that's what makes it good sex though. But wait, she's probably 17 at this time. She's probably same age as the other Heather Mason in in Silent Hill 3. So, yeah, hell no then. Smash the dog. I'm not. No, no, it's a dog. No. So yeah, I probably should put in hell no just to be safe. Uh, eh, uh, just a handshake. Way too manly. I don't know her. Harry Mason, I'd probably just kiss him. From Shattered Memories. He's very soft. He's a very softy guy. So I feel like he wouldn't do any smashing. Now, Kaufman. Kaufman from Shattered Memories. Ooh, oh yes, please, sir. Definitely would. That is some DILF energy. You know, I've never made love to another person. Horny? Yeah, yeah. This is horny. Her. This is the Lisa Garland from Shattered Memories. I would smash because, because she is kind of cute. And also, she's kind of like me, like, super stressed out and everything, working in the medical field. I mean, I know how that feels, and she definitely didn't have the best day. And, I feel like, it'd be very like romantic to make love to her, it'd be very, very sweet and very intimate. But not like in a very like smash into bed and everything. It would be more of like a romantic type of vibe. Um, this lady, I don't know, she was very bad bitch. So you know what? I would let her smash me from what I remember. Lo-fi, yeah. Okay, so I think this is Emily, right? From 4. Mm, do you prefer men or women? I like both. I like both equally. I like men and women. Just a kiss. I don't know. She seems way too sweet, but I feel like if you got to know her, she would definitely be freaky. I would smash. After she's healed herself from the hospital and everything with the broken arm and leg. In bed, my man. Yeah, as I said, both. I prefer both. Yeah, I'm bisexual, so I mean, I go down for both. Okay, so you're bi. Yeah, I've kind of openly said I am. Claudia, I will definitely need a few drinks. I feel like if I get a few drinks, it'd be some demonic ritualistic sex. And I feel like, at first, like if I was supper. If I was sober, I definitely wouldn't be into it. Well, I mean, I do like some freaky stuff, but um, if I get a few drinks in me, I'd be really into it. I'd be down. Like, just tie me up and like put me in the middle of like the Silent Hill circle thing with me naked and just do a bunch of freaky shit. Pour like pig's blood on me or whatever. Just like, you know what? I'm down for it. As long as I get a few drinks in, I'm down. Um, all right. The Douglas guy. Few drinks. I don't know. Dilf Gilf energy. I like bread. Nice, good for you. Good for you, comic. Okay, so Vincent, you know what? A few drinks. And the reason is because his teeth are so rotten. Like that's like the thing in the games. Like his teeth are rotten and everything. They're very gross. So he definitely has bad breath. So that's probably the reason why I need a few drinks. And also because he's kind of crazy. But I mean, hey, as long as you get a few drinks in, it might be okay. So yeah, that's basically like, the smash to not smash in tier list there. Okay, so we got that there. Did I download that right? I don't know if I did, so I'm gonna download it again. Okay. All right. So there's that there. Now, this is cover art. Actually, I might not do this one. Actually, what we will do is do... Here, let me switch over to tab here to get a couple more tier lists here. Which we have been doing this for a couple of hours. Which is fun. Okay, so let me look. Silent Hill... Is there a Silent Hill soundtrack one? Or OST? I am clean now. Nice. I am proud of you. I am proud of your cleanliness. Okay, this one just has some music from... Oh, Jesus, these are like all songs. I was just like going through game-wise, I mean. Hmm. Yeah, because I don't know all the song names. We can do Silent Hill Creatures. Does it have all the creatures here? Okay, we'll do Silent Hill Creatures. And I think what I will do is... Silent Hill. Oh, come on. Let's go to this one. Okay, yeah, that is the one. Okay, what am I thinking? Alright. My friend like furry corn? Furry porn? Okay. Cool. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that, but thank you for sharing, Tyler. Okay, so we're gonna go for soundtracks next, like how the music tier list. So now this is hard to think because now start off with one. I'm trying to think of like the music that like I remember, you know? I don't know. There is a couple good songs that I do remember that are like really, really impactful. But it was like definitely more of like rusty sounds for the most part, which it was cool and experimental, but however, it's like it didn't really do nothing for me. But it's like when it hit like certain soundtracks by Akira Yamamoto, it was really, really well done. And so I would have to give it a B. Like there is a few really good songs there, but however, like I don't know, it was just more of like rusty sounds and whatnot. I just kind of went like meh. Silent Hill 2 is S tier with the music. I mean, almost like every piece of sound and ambience in almost like 95% of the soundtrack is like fucking fantastic. I mean, Silent Hill 2 is like perfect as is with like with everything, but the music, my god, the music is so amazing. Also, I forgot to go on presentation mode. What is wrong with me? Where's the presentation mode? Oh, is it only... Oh, wait, here it is. Okay, there we go. Three. Three, once again, there is some good music in there. Actually, no, I should put it on A because there is a bit more. There's definitely a lot more good little pieces of music in there, more than Silent Hill. Like that, at least for me. I mean, all the music is really good, but I mean, just it's just from what I remember from memory. 4 is S tier. The music in 4 is amazing. That's like one of the highlights of 4. 4 has like really good music. Origins. I don't really music not didn't really do much for me. All it is just like drum beats and everything. I mean, it was okay, but didn't really do much for me. I guess there was like one or two good songs. Shattered Memories. I'd probably give it more of an A because actually no, more of a B because the music did kind of loop and it kind of did sound the same. But however, there is like that one song where you're looking like running through town and everything. You get that piano music and everything, and it was very nice. But however, it's just kind of meh. Now, this is definitely on the controversial side of things. But Homecoming's music, especially that piano, fucking amazing. S tier, S tier music. Downpour, same thing. Same thing with Origins. Gonna go with C. And also, Kiri Yamaoka wasn't doing the music, so I mean, it was kind of bound to happen. But I mean, I guess a couple songs were okay. So yeah. All right, so there's that. And so now we go with the creatures. Now the thing is, Now, I'm trying to look here. Is it multiple nurses from the games, or is it like the separate, like, creatures? Some of these I don't really remember. I wish I could actually see the full image. But, okay, we're just gonna go by design for the most part of things. Trying to look at what they are. Okay, these are like the mine people from the movies and Homecoming. I mean, they're just dudes in suits. I mean, I guess it's kind of cool. It's like they're wearing mining gear and everything to, like, you know, because it's the survivors from, like, that are stuck in Silent Hill and whatnot. Kind of cool, especially in the movie. Kind of a cool twist there. See, I can't really see them all that well. I can kind of recognize a few of them. And the thing is, 3 has, like, multiple ones of them, but they're kind of in the background, so it's kind of hard to tell. Pyramid Head, obviously an S, because, I mean, it's Pyramid Head. I think it's a dog character, isn't it? Or is that the Abstract Daddy? I can't tell. I don't even know what that is. The penis monster. I guess I give it B because I get the symbolism, but all it is just a dig monster. See, I can't really see what they look like. You see what I mean? It's just like the half of them. Lo-fi, do you like anime? Yes, I do. You know what? I'm probably not going to do this one. Because if I can't really see them all that well, then what's the point, you know? I wonder if there's another Silent Hill. I mean, we'll just search Silent Hill. Dog. Protagonist, we already did that. Let's see. What the hell's this? Silent War. The Silent. What the fuck is this? See, I don't know all of the original songs and everything. Silent Hill, man. I mean, we kind of did a Smasher Pass. Well, let's take a look at this one. Yeah, it's, you know, we kind of did that. All right, well, I say we're about done with this stream here. We did a few tier lists and everything. All it was basically just kind of a chill stream, just to kind of just chat with you guys. You know, it was a bit of fun. It's a way to kind of conclude the end of playing the Silent Hill series and everything. Just kind of discuss of, like, you know, my thoughts of the games and everything. Just kind of chat with you guys if you had any questions, you know. It was very, very chill. It was relaxing. just kind of share my thoughts and opinions on the Silent Hill games, especially the ones I haven't streamed, like 4 and the first one and all that. It was just nice to just kind of like just give my opinions and just have a nice time, just joking around and just have a way to kind of conclude the Silent Hill series, you know, after finally beating the games. And so with that, I mean, all it is now is like this is the conclusion to Silent Hill games. I will post these tier lists on my Instagram and my Twitter, and I'm also going to do it on a couple of Minos. What is this? Well, Comic, thank you for sending me that. I have heard that song before. That is a good song. And also, I love Please, Puppy. It's airplane mode. If you don't know that song, it's kind of a banner. But anyways, but yeah, clamming indeed. Now, it's very nice that you guys could see me, like, you know, experiencing for the most part, most of the Silent Hill series. If you stream on the March 25th, well, I have a band thingy. So fun. Well, I mean, that sounds fun. I hope you have a good time with that. I hope you have fun, you know, doing band. That's cool. What do you play? So now that we have beaten the Silent Hill series and you guys got to experience that, well, the next series we're going to do is none other than Resident Evil. And the game I'm going to start off with will be 0. I don't know if I'm going to play Silent Hill. I don't know if I'm going to play Resident Evil 1. And the main reason with that is because I played Resident Evil 1 before, and I had a lot of trouble with it. And I've kind of already played it when I was streaming on Twitch. And I'm not sure if I'm ready to play it again, because it was a very frustrating game to experience, which I know 0 will be, but at least like with 0, like I haven't really played it all that much. So I'm probably gonna skip 1. So like after we play 0, we'll probably play Resident Evil 2 Remake after that. That's probably what's gonna happen. And I probably won't do Resident Evil 3 Remake. I probably will do the original. I don't know. I'm gonna plan it out somehow. But yeah, it's not gonna be fully perfect, but you know, I'm basically gonna be playing Resident Evil series. That's what we're doing next. Until the slide falls out. I'm sure. Looks like it's frustrating. Woo! So now, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to conclude this stream. And so the way to conclude it is with none other than some lo-fi hip-hop, of course. Now, let me just get a song here. Send you guys off with some good vibes for the weekend. Let's see. Cold Thoughts, Evergarden, A Moment Away. You know what? That kind of fits. Just in case if people are missing me throughout the weekend, just remember, I'm always a moment away. So that's what we'll do. Conversations in reverse. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. I hope everyone has an amazing weekend. and I will see you all on Monday. You'll see my new streaming schedule on my Twitter, so be ready for that on Sunday. Might be Monday, not too sure yet. Sometimes I post it on Monday. So anyways, my beautiful bread loaves, I will see you all next week on Monday. Love you guys. Be sure to keep on vibing. Love you guys. Bye. Goodbye. Be sure to keep on vibing. Love you guys. Mwah. Have a good night. Everyone, have a great weekend. And always keep on vibing.